If you're wondering what companies, what distilleries you're looking for to put out some good single barrels, we got a list for you today.
These are the best distilleries that are putting out the best single barrels in 2024.
Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to talk about some distilleries that are putting out really, really good single barrels. And we're going to kind of steer clear of kind of your big boys.
Yeah, I feel like we have talked about just as much as anybody. The Russell's picks, Elijah Craig, Four Roses, Old Forester, all of these brands are doing really great jobs with picks. Some of these are going to be a little bit off the beaten path. Some of them we have talked about before.
Sure.
Probably most of these we've talked about before in some way, shape, or form. But these are brands that I would look at and totally not be afraid in deep diving into some of these picks.
Yeah, I agree with that. For sure, I agree with that. All right, well, before we get started, hit the like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. And speaking of single barrels and barrel picks and things like that, we have launched our Patreon. If you've watched our channel enough in the last little bit, you kind of are aware of that. But we are getting ready to do kind of our first barrel pick with a company, and it's going to be...
well, hopefully it's not some dude in a shed.
Some guy's got some random barrels in Mount Washington. We're just going to try to
probably be fire.
Talk to him. Anyway, so we are getting ready to do that. So we're kind of excited about these companies that are coming out and the ones that we're going to talk about, because maybe one of them might be one that we do a pick with.
That's true. Also, I do want to throw a little caveat. We're actually not going to talk about an individual pick. We're going to talk about the brands as a whole. So you'll see like some random picks, like, I'll never get that one because it's from Michigan or it's from Kentucky or whatever, and I live in California. It's just brands predominantly to look out for.
Yeah, that's definitely a good caveat to put. So, all right, well, let's start it out. Let's just bring her out. This is Old Louisville. Old Louisville does a lot of picks with a lot of different people.
Yep.
On the reg. They do them pretty regularly.
So if I had to put a top 3 pour I had at KBF here just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That 11 year that Amin was pouring for people, it was with some group. I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
But man, it was awesome. It was like a cherry cola kind of float, and it was so dang good. And whenever I had that, I know it was like, I don't know if he finished it in something or whatever it was altogether, but it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I've had a couple of them that are really, really good. And, yes, I understand some of them are a little pricey, but I'm telling you guys, it is some good. Whenever that Old Louisville pick hits, man, it is money.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
I agree with that. For sure. You going to grab it?
Oh, no, you take it.
I get to grab it?
You see how many bottles I got over here?
Well, I mean, I had a bunch over here before. All right.
It's none.
Here we go. This is the Green River Foolproof. This is a single barrel. Sorry, it's not foolproof, but it is foolproof.
You're currently looking at it far away, being like, I am not getting glasses anytime soon.
They consider this cast strength, but it's the same thing as foolproof or barrel proof or whatever you want to say. Anyway, they have a really good single barrel program.
They do.
Most every channel that we know and most every store that we frequent have done a Green River pick.
Yep.
And not to say that they're all great, but they're all generally really good in a lot of ways. They all have different profiles. They all kind of just hit different buttons, really, in some real ways.
Those Kelvin barrels that they have, it is phenomenal.
Let's just hope that we maybe.
Like one of my things I'm doing next week is starting to reach out to certain people up there and be like, hey, I'm going to be up there. A, will you join us? And B, will you make sure we get like some. Look, if we're going to be doing the pick up there, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to bug whoever I can.
Yeah, so true.
So
But they're doing really good. They have a good, and they take care of their people when they're there.
It's cheap too.
Yeah, and they do a really good job.
Yeah,
so
agreed.
Good stuff. Another one that I think is doing really cool stuff is 13th Colony. 13th Colony. Just saying, like, let's collab. Let's do this.
Here we go.
Bourbon Kingdom, 13th Colony. We could be the kingdoms of the colony. It could be, I mean, just really, really, really good stuff. And it would be a lot of fun. And generally speaking, their picks that have come out have been really good.
I have not had a bad pick from them yet. I haven't had a ton. There hasn't been a ton that have hit our area.
Right.
But every pick I've had, they've all been really, really great. The bourbons, especially the ryes. The ryes have really been a hitter for this one. This one is 129. It's an 8-year, 6-month.
Yeah.
They've just been really great. And honestly, I mean, I don't know, like, they're just doing some really crazy, great stuff down there right now.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. We'll just bring out Zach's favorite bottle.
My love child for,
this is love child
for 2024.
2024 rare character love child is this. This is rare character. Again, we've had several different single barrels from them, whether it be rye or whatever. These have all been pretty good. This one wasn't my favorite, but this is one that he really loves. I feel like I was tainted the day that I tried this. I feel like I need to try it again because of how much Zach loves it.
Hashtag broken palate.
Yeah, it might be true. But like I had a store pick from a place called Red Line in Tennessee from Eric.
Yeah, that was given to us.
And it was excellent. It's really, really good. So
I have had a bunch of rare character here lately, and they've all been really good.
Yeah.
Whenever I first had some rare characters, I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't love them.
Yeah.
And then I've had a lot more here recently where I'm like, man, they're all really, really good.
Yeah. I don't know if they were saving the good barrels for...
I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're just on one of these good runs or whatever. Yeah. This is still phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hazmat, it's a shorty barrel. It's so good.
Yeah. It's good. All right. So
I don't technically have like a single barrel like club pick or whatever else or Patreon pick from somebody, but I do want to say what Dan and Shawn are doing up there with Evernorth, or is it
Evernorth? Yeah, it is Evernorth.
Some of their picks I've had samples sent to me of it, and I've really enjoyed it. They have a whole bunch, like the bourbon that they have up there. I truly really like. I mean, it's all coming from Sagamore basically.
Yeah.
And I know not all of it is, but there's a ton of it up there that has. I really enjoy it. I'm actually looking forward. Last time I talked to Dan's like, when are you getting up here to do a barrel pick? And I'm like, if I don't go do a barrel pick with Ron first, he's going to kill me.
That is true.
So, but we will eventually do one, and I'm looking forward to it. They have a lot of really good stock up there.
Yeah.
And I just think I haven't had a bad one from them yet. And I'm not a big finish guy. Like at the end of the day, I'm not a huge finish guy.
Not a big finish.
They have a ton of finished stuff up there, and I've really enjoyed those as well.
Yeah, for sure. Next is the old Nash Tucky.
And really, I also want to throw in just like the regular like Nashville barrel picks or whatever. Like it doesn't necessarily just have to be the Nash Tucky.
Yeah.
So again, just had a lot of really good stuff from them.
Yeah. Here recently.
You know, they were really kind. They sent us some shirts, some samples of some stuff, just because we reviewed them.
Yeah.
They didn't send us anything. We reviewed it because we liked the bottle.
Yep.
And, they sent us some samples of some stuff. You all have sent us some samples of some stuff. I just had another pour the other day from somebody of ADHD whiskey, and I think it was stuffing whiskey. I think it was like their pick they did.
Yeah.
Tastes like a miniature Stag Junior.
Yeah.
Like it's just crazy
how
much it tastes.
Nashville is just doing some really, really good stuff, and I'm really happy for them. Definitely looking forward to the day that we go to Nashville and actually do a pick. So
that'd be cool to go down there and do it.
Yeah, for sure. Super cool. Here we go.
Kind of like one of the new popular kids on the block.
It really is. I've seen so many River Roots picks.
Well, I mean, just go over to Cam. Like, I think Cam puts one out. I don't want to say every other day, but at least every 3 days he has a new pick coming out. Just kidding. Love you, Cam. And let me say this, too.
I think you're right, though.
Somebody on Friday, whenever we were at Jason's event, somebody gave me like some pours of some of Cam's stuff. It's all really good.
Yeah.
I think what River Roots is doing, I think they have a ton of source stuff. I think it's ultra age stuff. I think it appears to all be really good. It's all from major distilleries, like major brands. And I just, I think it's good. And also, in a weird way, I really like what they're doing with the pictures on here.
I do.
I think
like
it's clever.
what they do.
I think it's smart.
I agree with that.
So
sure.
I think it's just all really good. And I'm wanting to remember where they're out of. I don't know if they're based out of Cleveland, Ohio. Yes, they are. Cleveland, Ohio.
I've only had a couple of these, and the couple that I've had, I've really enjoyed as well.
Yeah, that's good.
They're doing good stuff.
Excellent.
And the last one on the list is Bardstown.
So they started doing picks 2 years ago?
Yeah, maybe even this year.
Maybe
it was the end of last year, I think.
End of last year.
Middle of last year, because at Pours in the Park they dropped the first one, which may be this one.
This is the very first one.
Yeah, the Detroit Whiskey
This is
Society.
Detroit Whiskey Society one.
This is like the first one that they did, and that was from last year's Pours in the Park. Not Bourbon in the Barn, Pours in the Park.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Whiskey
Dan,
in the
Shawn.
Woods.
Yeah.
Rye in the Spring. Whatever. These have been really good. They've been we don't see a ton of these.
No.
But I've been really happy with them. I think they've been really good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I just had, and honestly, I haven't been a big Bardstown rye fan at all. And Jason's was a rye.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that he picked, and it was awesome.
Well,
Straight up, it was.
Well, hopefully that's
awesome.
the case. Yeah, we did. We went on a pick with some other people for a Bardstown pick. I'm anxious to see what that is actually like in the bottle at some point. I just going to be interested to see what that does. But anyway, most of I've really not had a miss on one of their single barrels. They've done a really good job.
I think they're all pretty good.
And so, if you ever get a chance to do one or buy one, you're going to be in for a treat most likely for that. So
for sure,
yeah.
All right, so that's our list. So let us know some really awesome places to do picks from. I mean, speaking to us, we're going to be looking into places to do barrel picks with.
Yeah.
So let us know any suggestions that you all have. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely look into it, or I'll beg on video. I mean, it's not below me to beg for some sort of barrel pick
or a Remus
for
5.
a company or a Remus 5. It is what it is. All right. Well, till the next time.
We'll see you.
We'll see you.